It was good to do this. Our team needed it. I think it was great for the fans. I'm so appreciative of how many people are here, and they're lined up underneath to try to get autographs and meet the guys. And I told them this is an opportunity for some of these kids to get autographs and be up close, and it may be the biggest baseball day that they ever have. So I'm appreciative of the effort of our guys to reboot this day and kind of restructure what we had planned today to play a nice scrimmage. The scrimmage, there were some bright spots. I thought Benny Barrett showed some flashes. Armstrong showed some flashes. I thought overall we pitched okay. Our defense was a little sloppier than I was hoping for in some areas, but I also saw some really nice plays. I got Cam Smith handled a tough play, carry on, really covered some ground and made a nice play at shortstop out there on the kind of the chop ball that he covered so much ground on. I think we turned a couple double plays, which has been a point of emphasis. But we did make some errant throws, and we have to clean that up this week. I think when we mesh everything that you saw together to put one group on the field to start the game, I feel good about it. We do have to have better at-bats. I didn't think up and down both lineups, like our at-bats were quite as good as I was hoping, but there were some good swings, and Trayton had a couple, and Baz had a couple, and the wind was really pushing in from left field, and there were some good at-bats. Overall, fine. The dry run for us was as important to me as the score and maybe how it looked. We needed a day to put the uniforms on and go through a little bit of a pregame and have some people in the seats and let some of the younger guys experience this.
Coach, you touched on just what fan aid means to these guys and what it means to this program. Someone from Tallahassee, you know how much the support means to this team.
Right. The knowledge of our fans and the way they follow the program, I've never seen anything like it. And it's not just the attendance. I feel like their intuition for the game and how the game needs to be played has been something that has stood out when I'm here and also coaching all across the country. Our fans are the best, and I want them, and especially the young kids, to enjoy a chance to get up close to the guys today.
Chuck had one mound visit, it worked out pretty well. Any idea what the conversation was about?
Well, sometimes in this, when we start the innings with some traffic, we just want to give the guys a breather. When the pitch count starts to climb, and when you create these situations, sometimes there's a little more stress right out of the gate than when you have a clean start to an inning. So I don't know exactly what he said, but it worked, and we want to be conscious of when we put those guys in a traffic-filled situation right out of the gate, like especially in the middle of the outing. Sometimes we just want to make sure that you get a chance to catch your breath and regroup a little bit. And I thought our catchers did a good job. There's times when we don't want to make one of our visits. Those guys can go out there and in some cases try to recalibrate the pitcher, and I thought we did a nice job of that.
How encouraged were you by a few of the new guys kind of playing here for the first time and how they did? The Gunnett had, I know, a couple doubles, a couple ribbies. Jude had the nice triple.
Yeah, getting out here when there's fans and the scoreboard's on and it's a little more competitive than your basic practice, very important. Gunnett had a good fall, and we saw him do that all fall, and it's nice to see him back in good counts and swinging the bat a little better. His preseason may not have been quite as good as his fall, but really good at bats today. And I know Baz has been on the team, but I don't know how consistent he's been able to play due to injury. So he had some really good at bats, and all of those new guys, when you step out of that dugout and run out there onto that field, there's a different feel for you. So that's priceless experience, and that's really why we wanted to make sure we did this.
You guys got good news on Putz.
Putz is eligible. Yeah, and we're in an era of college athletics, and you're still on the back end of the COVID situation with guys that have extra years, and the rosters are a little jammed up. So the NCAA did the correct thing in giving him an opportunity to be eligible. So that was great. Gives us good depth.